Y'all, the way I feel so out of place right now, as you guys can tell, I am not filming in my normal setup. Sorry if the sound is very echoey. I'm in my brother's apartment right now. Y'all, I'm visiting him probably for like a month. So this is low-key gonna be my film setup for a hot minute. And the way I feel so out of place because I have not filmed a video outside that little corner of my room that I've been filming in for years now. I haven't filmed a video outside that room in about a year now. So I feel so out of place and low key. I'm filming like right in front of his balcony and the way people are literally right there in the pool right there and they probably totally can watch me, so I feel extra awkward right now. I'm like, oh, I got a live audience. Anyways, y'all, so I'm letting you guys know this is gonna be my setup for just a little bit because y'all, the way I was like, you know what, I need a little break, from being at my house. And I was like, yo, my brother has this nice apartment. So I was like, I might as well come and stay over here for, I don't know. I might stay out here for a long time, y'all, to be honest with you guys. So sorry if this is not the vibe. However, it's going to be the vibe for a little bit, okay? Anyways, y'all, within today's video, we're going to be talking about Ash Trevino yet again. Y'all, let me just throw this out there, okay? So that way I don't have to address this anymore. I know that I said recently about 2 months ago that I'm like, oh, I only want to make like a video about her like every other week, meaning like, 2 a month. I take that back, okay? Because recently I feel like she has been popping up on my For You page and there has been so many things that I want to talk about. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, homegirl is like a mess, okay? Obviously, yes, we know that, but she's trying to like change up her whole content now. By the way, she literally said that she's over dating inmates, and I don't know if you guys saw, but she proposed to her man. We'll get to that at the end, y'all. But I'm just like, homegirl has problems, okay? She really does. First of all, she made this video addressing that she doesn't want to be known for like being a bad mom or the things that she was before, as obviously known as the inmate hopper, which by the way, I'm going to show you guys some clips about how she would literally get on the internet and say that she would only date inmates. And I have to say this, okay? And I'm just keeping it real with you guys. You guys can throw shade at me all you want. It's totally fine because, yes, I know that I am being very open here. However, I've said it before, okay? When I was much younger, and I'm talking about like 18 to maybe like 21, okay? I low-key was like, oh, dating an inmate would be nice, okay? And I got to keep it real with you guys. If there's any gays watching this, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe some of the allies do, okay? But I want to say the reason for that being is bi Latin men, okay? Just keeping it real with you guys. If you guys remember that site back in the day, the way that I can't even tell you guys exactly what it is. Y'all know on YouTube they're very sensitive, but let's just say it's a, homosexual adult website, and they would have some people that look like they were fresh out of jail, okay? I used to have this little like, I don't want to call it like a fetish because it wasn't like obsessive, but I was just kind of like, ooh, a little fantasy, you know what I mean? To where I would be like, I'm down to date somebody, like, fresh out of prison. Maybe they're like, need a ride home from prison. You know what I'm saying? That was like my little thing back then. But y'all, I'm 35 years old now, okay? And Asher Vino, by the way, is only 1 year older than me. And the fact that she's barely recently making a statement about not wanting to date inmates anymore is absolutely insane. Because, homegirl, why were you making it your personality trait to date inmates in the first place? Obviously, everybody knew her as the inmate hopper. By the way, I am so stupid and like uneducated. Like, when I very first started talking about Ash Trevino, I thought she was like on that show Life After Locked Up. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before. Turns out, no, she is not like from that show, never has been on that show. I don't know where I heard that from. I think I heard it from some like, little chisme page on TikTok, but that is not the truth. I do want to go ahead and start this off and play a couple clips for you guys to where she is saying that she does only date inmates, because obviously this trickles down into everything, because now she said that she is no longer dating inmates and she doesn't want to anymore. But I'm like, I'm honestly just trying to figure out why was that her whole shtick in the first place. In my personal opinion, okay, and I have said this before, I almost think that she like looked to dating inmates as in like she wants to be needed, and she knows obviously people that are obviously incarcerated, they need somebody on the outside to send some money on their commissaries, maybe send them like a care package, you know what I'm saying, send them some books or something like that. So I think that she almost loved the idea of being needed, that these people inside jail obviously are going to be a little bit more desperate obviously to talk to a female on the outside, because they know, especially someone like Ash Trevino, is going to be sending money and sending gifts and things like that. And I'm just like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, I just don't get it. Check out these clips right here.
I just date inmates.
Ash Trevino describes her favorite type of inmate.
What's my favorite type of inmate? Huh. That a question? I'm just kidding. I mean, I prefer them in icy whites, which is Texas. But if they're from another state, that doesn't matter. I don't discriminate. I'm just kidding. Not the favorite type of inmate. I didn't know there was different types. Are you talking about the ones that are like good inmates or the bad ones? Because I do like the bad boys. So I don't know like which one you're talking about.
As if y'all didn't already know, homegirl only likes to date inmates. There you saw it for yourself. And now she is saying that she wants to change up her whole entire content. She doesn't want to be known as being a bad mom anymore. She doesn't want to be known for all the things that she was known for before. Basically all the drama. Let's just go ahead and say her being an inmate hopper, being a bad mom, all those things. But I do have to say this. If y'all have been keeping up with her recently though, things are a little bit weird because I'm like, y'all, her daughters are actively living at the mom's house and they're nowhere around Trevino anymore. And it was rumored there that she was like, living in her car and that her daughters like wanted nothing to do with her. So I'm like, I think you're always going to be known as being a bad mom. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, that's just my little thoughts over here. Maybe everything's played up. I don't really know. But like from the looks of it, like her daughters are not around anymore. And if you guys actually see her daughter, Haley's TikTok account, she be making posts about her mom. Like, she don't want to associate with her, okay? Anyways, I do want to go and play this other clip right here to where she is saying that she doesn't want to be known for that content anymore and she wants to switch up her content. By the way, I don't know if you guys have recently seen, she wants to be a mukbanger now. However, like, it's so boring to watch. Like, to be straight up with you guys, I feel like she is not made out for that. The things that she's talking about, it just seems so random and so forced. By the way, too, I have to say this. I find it very weird that she wants to grow on social media again by doing her mukbangs, but she has her comment sections turned off. So I'm like, girl, you should know by now that obviously people hate watch you. And yes, there are going to be haters in the comments, but just know at the end of the day that that's paying your bills. So, like, why wouldn't you just leave on the comments? It's really weird to me. By the way, the lighting is about to get super weird in here right now because it's like reflecting off the floor. So, y'all, I don't even know how I look right now. I'm like looking down at my computer and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be scary to edit because I'm out of my element right now, y'all. I'm so used to that little corner of my room and this is my very first video filming right now. So let's, bear with the adjustments over here because I'm about to look real tore up. Anyway, check out this clip right here.
To be honest, I'm trying to hey Maddie, welcome in, babe. I am trying to literally like change everything. That's why I've been making eating videos because I don't want to be known for what I was known for. I don't even talk to inmates no more. Thank you, Fritz. I've closed that chapter in my life. Now I'm trying to close all the other chapters in my life with like Santos, all of them. Thank you, babe. Thank you. So I am, yeah, it is funny, but to be honest, like I can't be around his girlfriend out of respect. I just can't. And it's not that I want him. It's the fact that y'all don't know how she is off of camera. Like I've spent, remember, weekends with her, okay? Not just one, more than one, okay? And I just can't. She's too high maintenance and I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't do it. So, yeah. And like I said, it's nothing to do with them or their relationship. I respect it 100%. That's why I don't want to be around them because I don't want people to start making videos saying that I'm jealous. I have my own relationship I'm dealing with.
So there y'all saw from right there. She wants to change up her content. She doesn't want to be known for the things that she was known for before. And of course, she had to make the announcement that she doesn't want to date inmates anymore, which... girl, I'm so sorry. Like, I just don't even understand why that was her whole personality trait before. Like, it's so crazy. You know how, like, obviously we all have our preferences. Like, say, for example, if you're like, oh my gosh, I have to date a guy with brown eyes. It was her objective to date a guy that was incarcerated. I'm like, make this make sense. And y'all, I'm a very open-minded person. I 100% would like date somebody outside of prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for example, they did something stupid, they got arrested, they got locked up for a little bit. I firmly believe that people can learn, change, and grow. However, I wouldn't like be actively seeking somebody in jail. Also, by the way, too, like I've heard before, okay, that like some places allow conjugal visits. Is that like a real thing? I don't know if I just seen it like on reality TV shows or if I've seen it on TV shows before, but I'm like, is that a real thing? Because my whole thought process on this is like if you're actively wanting to date and marry somebody while they're in jail, where's the intimacy? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, isn't that weird? And it's not like you could even like FaceTime and do some things, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, y'all, I do want to go ahead and play another clip right here because y'all, this is basically going to be 2 parts, by the way, because, woo, we have a lot to talk about, obviously. So tomorrow's video is still going to be about Trevino. I'm so sorry. Y'all can unsubscribe from me. It's totally fine. I get it. However, I am just so following along to this story because it is a mess, okay? So literally, as y'all know, I take my notes to like film my videos, and I was like over here like, oh my gosh, she proposed to her man. She literally proposed to her man, which the way I have so many thoughts and opinions about, but I just feel like people are literally going to absolutely hate me for giving those opinions. You know what? I'm just gonna say it anyways. I find it really weird if you're a female proposing to a man. I'm so sorry. That's just me. I know that there's probably a lot of like, you know, super strong feminists out there that believe, yeah, I should do that too. Maybe I'm super old school. Okay, I find it to be really weird if you are proposing to your man. I am so sorry. Okay, no offense to anybody who has proposed to their man out there. I just find it kind of weird. Like I feel like that's like the man's role. Okay, that's just me. Okay. Anyway, she proposed to him, but right before that, she was so excited because she was on TikTok Live and she was talking about how she was going to meet her boyfriend's parents for the first time. And basically, the boyfriend was saying, like, oh, like you're locked in as soon as you meet my parents, blah, 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 blah. She's like head over heels for her man that she proposed to him. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I kind of almost believe like it's just for a skit, it's just for fake. That's just me. But with Trevino, we don't know, because I gotta keep it real with you guys. I've been wrong many times. I have said, oh, this is fake, like this is just made up, and no, it turns out to be true. Okay, maybe it's just because I'm like, no, like this, it's so crazy to believe that this is true that I'm like, nah, it's fake, and then it turns out to be real. So check out this clip right here.
Last night, my boyfriend told me, like, whoever meets his mom is, like,
Locked in.
locked in, legit. And then he asked me tonight, do you want to go with me on Wednesday to my mom's house? And I'm like, I look at his
She looked
niece.
at me and said, should I?
I'm like, should I go?
That's where all our family lives.
Literally, that means that I'm locked in, like, legit. Because I already said, like, I'm not meeting nobody if I'm not locked in. Like,
How many people did you count that you've met? Like 5?
you, your dad, his uncle, his cousin, his 2 kids. 6? Oh, and his sister, 7. I've met 7 of his family members.
And you're about to meet
A whole bunch more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 4. At least 9 more on Wednesday.
Oh my god. His mom is the most important, though.
She's super sweet. She's hard not to get along with.
He met my kids for the first time tonight. My kids don't ever meet really anybody.
And you met who for the first time tonight? Last night.
Uh-huh.
That was last night, right?
I met his daughter for the first time. And we've clicked, literally. Like, you can ask his niece, like, his daughter's so comfortable with me.
There, y'all saw her right there. She was so smitten because she was about to meet her boyfriend's parents or mom, whatever it was. And y'all, I gotta keep it with you guys. It was really giving those vibes of like a high schooler meeting their, like, you know, first love's parents. It's just like, oh my god, so nervous and cute. It's like, girl, you're a grown-ass woman. You're 36 years old. Like, why are you so like smitten over meeting your, you know, partner's parents? To me, it's just really weird. Okay. Anyways, y'all, to wrap up this video, I do want to go ahead and show you these pictures that somebody actually posted on Facebook, and I'm so sorry, y'all. People were posting, okay, they're like, oh, if Trevino can get, you know, treated like this, like, oh my gosh, like, look at all the things that her man did for her, then you deserve to be treated that way too. But they had it twisted because Trevino was the one that set it up for her man. Her man didn't set it up for her. So I'm just like over here like, girl, yes, of course, 100%. Like, I think it's super cute if a female, you know, takes, you know, their man on a date. Absolutely. But to propose, I'm sorry. That's when you got me twisted. And that's where I'm like, I can't get behind it. I'm so sorry. I just find it to be really weird. And I'm like thinking of like, I don't know, like I could just not imagine like my mom, for example, proposing to my dad. I just find that to be super weird. Okay, that's just my little thoughts and opinions. Anyways, though, I'm gonna leave you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger here at the end of this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video because things went down south, okay? And oh my god, we have so much to talk about within that video. Obviously, I had to separate it because this video would have been 35 minutes long, and y'all know I gotta keep it short. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.